Make sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfella1 Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. Errol Spence takes to Instagram to clown Terence Crawford, tells Bob to call Al and send the contract. We back, Goodfella Sports TV. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, one time for the one time we grinding. Blessings to the brothers and sisters out there supporting the channel. Make sure that subscribe button, hit the bell icon button so you won't miss another video. And I'm going to link the source in the description. He went on Instagram to clown Terence Crawford. Said he ain't losing to no nigga in Nebraska. He said, oh, you the illest nigga in Nebraska? And he was using belly references. And Errol Spence goes on just to clown Terence Crawford and said, we ain't scared of no nigga from Nebraska. He said, I ain't been scared since I was afraid of the dark. So he went to Instagram to publicly clown Terence Crawford. And that's a huge step because that's not the first time that it happened between the two, because Terence Crawford publicly called out Errol Spence on Instagram before. It wasn't as colorful or the personality that Errol Spence showed. And that personality that Errol Spence is starting to show is what, if they don't fight, it's what might separate him from Terence, from Danny, from Sean. That personality that he's showing on Instagram, and he flashed a little bit of money, that was obviously by design, is what's going to make him a star. Okay? And him clowning Terence Crawford, you know, it is what it is. It's for show. He's already said he respected Terence Crawford, but you know what? People get tired of Bob Arum name dropping and clout chasing. Because Bob keeps saying if he beat Amir Khan, Terence beat Amir Khan, they want to call Al to make the fight happen. So obviously the Sean Porter fight is still under negotiations, where if the contracts ain't signed by now, then it's still an opportunity for him and Bud to fight. Maybe they do give Bud Sergey Lipinets and let Spence fight Porter, and then at the end of the year they could do Terence and Errol, or at the top of next year they could do Terence and Errol. But let's see what it's about. Let's see. Obviously Errol Spence said he's open to doing a dual network thing, but he's not 100% going over to ESPN. They can share the network. I don't think this fight's big enough to do a dual network. Probably a rematch is, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I just feel like the bigger network, it should be like a purse bid where the bids are anonymous. Whatever network has the most guaranteed money for both fighters, that's who get the fight, But, yeah, he goes on to clown Terence multiple times in the video. And he just he used belly references. And, he says he believes Terence Crawford will beat Amir Khan. He didn't go that far to really, clown Terence Crawford. He said he believed he had beat Amir Khan. He said he would go up and fight Canelo Alvarez as well, too. He said he ain't afraid of nobody, And I'm going to go live in a minute to talk about him going up in an invitation on fighting Canelo Alvarez and a little bit more on this Terence situation. But, it'll be interesting to see if Terence responds. He had a going away party yesterday, get ready to go to New York and Nebraska. One of my subs, C-Dub, said he went. First 100 people got a Crawford Khan poster. So his whole community behind him. And, people going to continue to play that belly role and that Nebraska role. And I think not only part of Bud persona, or his mission, his mission is not only to get respect from boxing fans for itself, it's to get respect that a real fighter and a real thorough dude can come from Nebraska. People are going to continue to clown him because he comes from Nebraska, but Nebraska is made the best pound-for-pound fighter right now. And that's where he come from. He's a tough kid, tough-minded kid, and Errol can do all that talking, but at the end of the day, they both said things to make this fight further and further apart. And obviously they want to get every nickel and dime they can, but for Terence Crawford, he can afford to do so because he's done so much more than Errol Spence. And people say, well, he ain't done this, he ain't done that. What you talking about? He done something that thousands of boxers never done. He's unified a whole division. He won titles in 3 different weight classes. Like his competition level or not like his competition level, it is what it is. With Errol Spence, he ain't done shit but got the IPF. He's not unified to fight yet. He has only one more title defense at welterweight than Terence Crawford if Crawford defeats Amir Khan. So how can we say he's done so much more than Terence Crawford just at welterweight when that's not true? He's only got one more title defense if Terence Crawford beat Amir Khan. One more. Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. But people want to act like they only see it from one point of view, one vantage point. I see it from both vantage points because guess what? I don't have a dog in the race. The majority of fights I watch, I don't have a dog in the race. I don't care. It's not my son. It's not my father. It's not my uncle. It's not my cousin. It's not my homeboy fighting. So I don't have an opinion. I'm not from Texas. I'm not from Dallas. I'm not from Nebraska. I'm keeping it 100. And people want to act like Errol got all the advantages over Bud. That's absolutely a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? Speed, foot speed. I think boxing IQ goes to Terence Crawford. Technique go to Terence Crawford. Slicker fighter goes to Terence Crawford. Errol Spence, big, strong. You know what I'm saying? Probably a better puncher than he is. But I don't think the punching gap is that big. Terence, by far more experience. And I guess also Errol Spence got mad because Tim Bradley said something last night. And he went off and said Tim Bradley out of his mind. And people get mad at Tim Bradley. But people got to understand, okay? Listen to this about the Tim Bradley thing. I throw that in there too, all right? Tim Bradley is Bud's mentor, okay? Bud said Tim Bradley took him to his first Packer game. He called him and check up on him. He makes sure he's doing right with his money. That's his mentor, okay? And I understand people say, oh, he can't be biased on television. Tell that to Lampley. Tell that to Kellerman. Tell that to the entire ESPN staff, right? So I don't have an issue with Tim Bradley being a Bud fanboy on TV. I don't have a problem with Timothy Bradley being pro Bud because each and every one of y'all niggas out there every day sit there and pump up Errol Spence like he can't do no wrong, like he don't square up, you know, like he don't have no deficiencies. You know what I'm saying? Each one of y'all are fanboys every day of Errol Spence, but as soon as somebody come out and support Terence Bud Crawford, oh, he a fanboy. No, look yourself in the mirror. Because there's people out there that's stupid enough to say Errol Spence is faster than Terence Crawford. It's people stupid enough to say that they don't see Errol Spence square up a ton. It's stupid enough to say Errol Spence don't have no weaknesses. Every fighter has weaknesses. There's a ton of weaknesses in Errol Spence that when he steps up to a Bud competition level, or maybe even Keith Thurman, some of those deficiencies gonna get exposed. It will. And can he overcome them? Yeah. And do they got deficiencies too? Hell yeah. Can he exploit Bud? Can he exploit Thurman? Absolutely. It's a double-edged sword. But for people getting mad at Timothy Bradley for being pro Bud, and he been with Bud and mentoring Bud for years and years and years, ever since Devin Alexander fight, how can you get mad at him and every day you're not checking Errol Spence fanboys for saying some of the stupidest shit out there? Some of the dumbest shit and the narratives out there are from Errol Spence fans in the sport of boxing. Fuck Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Lomachenko. Some of the stupidest narrative and some of the most ignorant boxing fans are some Errol Spence fanboys. They don't know shit about the sport. So before we get to Lomachenko fans or you get on Timothy Bradley, a lot of you niggas need to look yourself in the face. Look in the mirror. Because y'all said some of the stupidest shit. And I'll address the Canelo shit later. He don't have a fucking chance versus Canelo. I say that right now. No chance. That's what he got. He needs to focus on Bud. You know, and people send me video. Oh, I knock Errol Spence younger. He said he knock out everybody. So what the fuck that mean? You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad he called out Bud. I'm glad they building that shit up, man. And I think it needs to become complete. He said, send a contract. He calling Al Buff. I've been told him he should send a contract to Al. To Bob, excuse me. As soon as Terence Crawford and Connor's done, they should send a contract. They should send a contract too. But let's see if Bob send a contract. It'd be some lying shit. But Errol Spence finally trying to call their bluff. I'm happy that he out there calling Bud out and saying he knew anybody's getting nobody from Nebraska. But I'll link the IG source in the description, man, for Twitter. Don't forget, you can watch the whole video. It's only a minute 6 long, but don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Don't forget, in addition, our sponsor, The Hell Blaze, at thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Magnesium lotion, lip balm, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, you name it. They got it much, much more. Use that promo code Goodfella1Box, get you 18% off. They make the products themselves, 100% all natural. Check out my website, promo code description. Want to send a donation, that link's there as well too. Best way to donate is just to share the videos. One time for the one time. Goodfella Sports TV. Let me know how you feel. We gone.